December 10th, another Tuesday. We're back at it recording. I'm your boy Jake. That's B Red. And it's 4 Quarters Podcast, man. We're back at it. So let's get right into it, man. First quarter.
What we got?
We got we had a good couple games tonight. Good couple games, quarterfinals. We had the Bucks and the Magic. Magic were shorthanded right now. Not a little. They are very shorthanded right now.
Yeah.
With no Paolo and no Franz. But they put up a hell of a fight. Lost by 5. 114 to 109 on the road.
Went down to
tough
the wire.
Place to play. Yeah, went down to the wire. Jalen Suggs had a day. Was hooping. Giannis had another 37 and 7. Man's on the rampage the last 8 to 10 games. But yeah, man. I mean, the Bucks looked better in the second half. They're in the first half. They're kind of struggling. Couldn't get any stops. They're really bad in transition on defense. They can't get back. They don't really have a lot of big wings to guard anymore like they used to.
Right.
Losing Drew Holiday was a really big piece for them just defensively. Yes, they got Dame on the offensive end, but
Middleton's a little longer in the tooth.
Yeah, and Middleton's just on the back nine. He's all the injuries have kind of caught up to him a little bit, so he's not as athletic as he used to be.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean the Bucks have been playing a lot better as of late. I think they won the last 6 of 8.
Yeah.
So they look a lot better. I think they find a little chemistry and they find something that works for them. So we'll see if they keep it going.
At the end of the day, that Dame Giannis 2-man game is just tough. Giannis rolling, diving.
Yeah.
and then you load up on the backside on that. Dames can shoot 40-foot leaners. Right. So yeah.
I think we both thought their pick and roll would be a little more potent than it is right now.
Right.
I think they're getting better, but I think everyone thought this would be a better team than they are.
And hey, it takes a little more than 2, right?
Oh, 100%.
I mean, when you're missing some of those spot wing shooters they had in the past years, Grayson Allen is in Phoenix now. Shooting 40-something%. So
that's a good point. Yeah, I mean, you losing those pieces does hurt. I mean, of course, losing Drew, but those other wing pieces like the Pat Constance of the world, you need those kind of guys on your team. I mean, you know what I mean? Like those are just glue guys that help you win games. The other Cup game that was tonight was OKC and Dallas. OKC won by 14. At home. Shea had 39 and 8. Dude's ridiculous.
Jeez.
Luka had a pedestrian night, only 16 and 11. I think like 8 assists or something like that. So nothing spectacular from him on his end, but that boy Shea, man, they're tough to beat at home.
You know what? And I've always thought this about Luka. He's because of his game. I think there's some matchups that aren't really favorable for him.
Oh, at all.
Mindly, when you have about 2, 3, 4, get up in you long athletic wings, that could be tough for Luka because he plays more 40 miles an hour than 80.
Right. Right. Yeah, them having bodies to throw at him is for sure a big piece.
Yeah. We saw with Boston a little bit. And Kyrie.
Right. Yeah.
Kyrie and Luka,
I think they figured out a little bit more in the playoffs because Kyrie was just so spectacular that you can, no matter who you throw him, he was going to figure it out and Luka will get his numbers. But I do agree with you. Them even getting like a Caruso now on top of that is like it's 1 through 5 you basically can switch on that man and figure it out because they all can move their feet. Especially with Chet right now, they're playing super small. So like they're out there switching everything. So
it's going in their favor.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
The pace they're able to pick up.
Right. Yeah. The Isaiah Hartensteins of the world can slide his feet for a couple possessions. Yeah. You know what I mean? You don't have to worry about helping him as much on the backside.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I mean, we got OKC going to the semis. I'm not sure if they play yet. I think the next game is on Thursday.
They're probably getting that Phoenix winner. Phoenix and somebody.
Yeah. I forgot who it is. It's Phoenix and maybe Golden State.
Houston. I want to say Houston.
It's Houston. It's Houston.
Yeah. Who's another random, but they're having a nice little year putting together.
Hell of a season
building off last year. I thought they had a nice year last year. Yeah,
they did have a nice year last year. I think it just shows again how good of a coach Ime Udoka is. I think we all forgot about how good of a coach he was after the whole scandal shit went down. And then the coach his ass off.
Was it a scandal? I'm just kidding.
Right. Was it a scandal? Let's get into the weeds of it. Was it a scandal? No. Yeah. So I mean, it's gonna be interesting. Cup ball's it's been interesting this year. Games are always more exciting to watch. Courts are all different and shit. So it's been cool to watch. I have no complaints.
Yeah. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Gives just starts that Christmas All-Star break playoff kind of vibe early, just a little bit earlier.
Exactly. Yeah, because usually these games don't mean nothing, and like now they have a little more weight to them, a little bit. You know what I mean? Which is nice.
A Tuesday night, and when the court's looking different, and guys are diving on the floor and talking and chirping, pretty cool.
And we'll take it. I'll take it.
Yeah.
So while we're in the first quarter, let's talk about the Knicks real quick.
Okay.
Cat and the Knicks, they won 6 out of 8. The last 6 out of 8. They're third or fourth in the East right now. Cat been balling, averaging 25 and 13.
The big bodega.
The big bodega is out there hooping, barking, talking crazy. He's like a whole new dude out there.
Yeah.
I like what I'm seeing from the Knicks so far. What do you like from the Knicks so far? Clearly, I think we both think they won the trade so far.
Yeah.
What are you seeing from the Knicks?
I like it. I mean, they're pretty much playing with that same metal, that same toughness. It was just Cat just gives you more of a modern scorer of like what you would kind of expect today. Space the floor, just plays a little bit better off Brunson.
Yeah, he's more off the ball than other players for sure.
Yeah, you don't. And then a big part of Cat's game, I think, is coming in, and it kind of fits into the ethos of the Knicks. He's rebounding a lot better.
He rebounding a lot better.
I think he's at like 12 a game, which
13.5.
Yeah, wow. So he
almost at 14.
We're talking about almost leading the league in rebounding.
Yeah, he's having a hell of a year rebounding. He's had some games.
So and that was sometimes in many you kind of look at the box score and you be like, damn, I got 32, but I only had 4 rebounds. 5, it's kind of like
that for sure was something to do with Rudy being down there too, just not leaving that paint. He never left that paint, so like there was no chance for him because he probably be leaking out because Rudy got it. Let me get out on the fast break.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean? But now he has to like anchor that defense a little bit more and like he's showing that he got a little more toughness than people thought.
And where you play matters because New York. They look at that box score. They know ball. Some fan bases are tuned in to the sport a little more than others. So, you 7 foot in LA or New York, and they looking at you like 6 boards a game, 7 boards a game.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
Yeah.
Because he's from New Jersey, the New Jersey area.
Yes.
So like you can tell he's like kind of more back in his element a little bit.
Yeah.
He's just kind of getting back to more his bread and butter. Like he's just being himself a little bit more, talking crazy. He wasn't doing that as much in Minnesota, but like. He's feeling that energy in New York. It's different playing in the Garden.
He had the game where he was he was stretching the jersey like this is New York.
That's
New
York. What I'm talking about.
It's
Toronto.
Yeah.
He was talking crazy. I was like, he's talking to the crowd and shit. Like, okay, I like it because like always call him soft, and he not showing that.
Right. As basketball fans, this is a player like Cat. As I feel like all basketball fans kind of been waiting to see more of this from Cat. So it's cool.
Yeah. See how good he can really be. And now he's like, him and Brunson are both averaging 25. Like they're hooping over there. Like they're playing well. They had a rocky start, which I could would assume a little bit. Kind of a random trade. 2 big pieces from 2 different teams coming to a different team. You lost a big piece in DiVincenzo.
Yep.
And Randall, like that's a big hole to fill. You have to really like get your chemistry back where people are gonna be in the right spots. Because you're bringing a Cat who's a whole new dynamic than what Julius Randle was. So took them about 15 games, but they figured it out, and they're on the right pace to be a top 3 seed in the East, and then you never know what you get in the playoffs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But all right, man. What'd you say?
They got New York. The other side of that East Cup bracket is Knicks Hawks.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Random.
I can't wait for that. I can't wait for that.
Is it in New York?
That's why I gotta see.
It probably is. The Hawks don't have a better record than the Knicks. There's no shot.
In their group, they shouldn't.
I'd be surprised.
But the Hawks have these random games where they're just 30-piece people. So I don't know.
That's very true. That's very true.
Trey has 25 and 25.
Yeah, like he has 2 games already, 2 or 3 games this year already with 20 plus assists.
Yeah, one against the Lakers. He had like
20, and then he had 22 maybe 3-4 weeks ago. He's ridiculous, bro.
Yeah.
All right, man. We're going to the second quarter. We'll be back y'all in a second.
Second quarter.
Welcome back. Second quarter.
Quarter two.
4 quarters podcast, man. All right. Let's get into a little bit of the Jimmy Butler possible drama that we might be seeing down the line.
Yep.
The Jimmy era might be over in Miami. It might be coming to an end. They're
so.
possibly seeking some trade options for him. He has said his targets that he would like to go to are the Warriors, Mavs, and the Rockets. Both some a couple young teams in there. Yeah. Warriors a little more veteran base. Same with the Mavs. Where do you think he fits best out of those 3 teams?
I think where he fits best and where he can kind of get that competitive drive met, I'm gonna say Dallas, and I think he's a Texas guy. I think Dallas.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, Dallas has probably been on his radar for quite a bit. I think it kind of will supplement the Klay Thompson pickup from the summer.
Okay.
That way, on the wing, on the wing you could be a little more versatile defensively. Yeah, and that's based on what they did in the playoffs. They could maybe use a little bit of that mental fortitude and the fatigue when that physical fatigue sets in. You need that mental kind of kick in.
You automatically getting Jimmy. You got a number 1 defender off the rip to guard the best guy on the team. He's gonna compete his ass off every single night, rebound, do little things, and him being like the second or third option on that team. Well, maybe probably the third behind Kyrie.
Yeah,
he really just offers rebound, like steals, fleeking. Like, he'll do all the little shit that most superstars won't do.
No plays called needed on that team for him.
Any plays called for him. He'll just cut back door, rebound, get a layup. Like he'll do all the dirty stuff.
Transition.
So he'll he could be a good piece for them. I do like that piece of him possibly going there. It makes the most sense. I think.
And goes without saying, he's great late game.
Great late game.
Yeah,
I would like it. I don't think that this is the best fit. I would like him to go to the Warriors just to give Steph a little help.
Yeah.
I think they have to give up too much to get him.
Yeah.
And like their depth is like their strength at the moment.
Yeah.
Like their depth is what makes them really, really hard to beat. But at the same time,
interchangeable part.
But at the same time, you get to the playoffs, that depth shrinks about 3 or 4 people. So there's that at the same time. So it's like, do you get your 8-9 man rotation figured out, in January, February, and ride that out to the end of the season? Or you go straight with these 10, 12 guys that you're playing with.
Right.
And playoff comes, someone won't be unhappy. You know what I mean?
I feel like we haven't seen anybody like run a 10-man, 11-man rotation in the playoffs in a long time.
It's very rare. It's hard to get rhythm like that.
Yeah.
It's hard to get rhythm like that. There's only so many minutes in the game, so many possessions. It's all depending on what you do too. Like if you're a buddy Hield and you're a shooter and you come off the bench, I need to get my shots. You know what I mean? I don't need Gary Payton taking 4 or 5 threes a game. Like it all depends on the flow of the game, but it's definitely harder to control in the playoffs because the games mean more, a lot more pressure. You're not playing one night and playing the next night and expecting them to play well. That's tough.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I would like the Warriors to get somebody. Just don't think that this
Jimmy and Draymond is intriguing.
It will be a really good defensive fit. They're already good on defense right now. They go up probably 3 more levels on defense.
Yeah.
Offensively, I just don't know how fast Jimmy can acclimate to that, to moving around.
Yeah.
Because it's a whole different level of basketball. Not a different level, just a different way of playing. And like Miami, they're way more pick and roll based, corner, spots.
And he's in that offense in Miami because he has so many other like little shooters around him, the Heroes, the Robinsons. He initiates a lot.
Yeah.
So on the catch in Golden State, you gotta shoot that. It's not hold it and driving.
You're bringing the ball up every now and then, but like usually that's Steph and Draymond bringing that thing up, doing a dribble handoff. So I don't know. I just don't know how that fits offensively. No matter where he goes, defensively they're gonna get better.
You're gonna make
worried about that.
Competitive, tougher.
I think Houston's an intriguing fit, just to give some of those young dudes a real vet who's like plays somewhere, and like that could make them scary in like 2 years.
It can make them scary. The only thing that bothers me with that one, and while I have a third on that list, by far, is just the competitive nature. I don't know if they're ready to match him yet. I could kind of see it going.
They're young.
I can see it going Minnesota a little bit, where Jimmy gets there and he's like, "Get Dylan Brooks out of here." Jabari Smith is not that tough as y'all think. I can kind of see
Yeah. But Jimmy also is like a different type of tough and shit. Like he takes that shit to an extreme. Cause all that shit he was doing about Minnesota, them dudes are still all-stars. Like they ain't bad. Like you know what I mean? Like you can win with those guys. Andrew Wiggins went to Golden State and won a championship. You can still win with him.
And Cat and them guys beat Denver and went to their WCF.
Yeah, like you can win with those guys. Like I think that was a little more oversold because it was just Jimmy at the time. He was such a superstar, and they were still on the rise. But like their careers have panned out just fine. Like you know what I mean.
And at that time, I think Jimmy was trying to find his place in the NBA hierarchy because he wasn't a guy that you automatically said, "Oh, give him 4 or 5 years, $200 million."
Right.
So now he's kind of reached that pinnacle. Now maybe he can take a step back and say, "Okay, I don't need to be highest paid on the team, second highest paid on the team,
right,
second option, first option. I could."
he's for sure on his back now. He's up there, and like I know he wants to win. He's been to the finals a couple times, lost, and like those hurt.
And hey, Pat Riley's smart. Maybe there's a reason he's on the market. To your point,
you know what I mean. Like I think Pat knows what he's doing over there. Like he's about to get statued in LA for a reason. Like he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
One person I trust is Pat Riley.
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing over there.
For sure.
So I think Jimmy. I'll agree with you. I think it's Mavs first, Warriors second as a fits.
Yeah.
Selfishly, I would like the Warriors to get him just because I want the Warriors to get another superstar or another star. But I just don't know if that's the fit.
Draymond and Jimmy will be must see TV for sure.
Oh yeah, that will be wild. It will be wild. It'd be a lot going on. But yeah, I don't know. It'd be an interesting one for sure.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens with Jimmy, man. I mean, one of the best in the East, so we'll see where he ends up going. I think it's funny that Miami's like, we ain't putting him nowhere in the East, though. I'll tell you that right now. You're going somewhere in the West.
Pat's not
Pat
doing
ain't playing that. Pat ain't doing the Drew Holiday tip from the Bucks to the Celtics. We ain't doing that.
And you could probably take the Lakers off the list too, just because how petty Pat can be.
100%.
Just
100%. He'll send them to the harder West and go figure it out over there.
Yeah,
make it easier for himself to get to the chip.
Right.
You know what I mean? Get one of them dogs out of there and make it a little easier. Yeah. So I get it. So we'll see what happens, man. It's gonna be a real interesting, couple months before the trade deadline in February. So we'll see what happens.
One more thing with that trade, it'll be interesting to see what Miami thinks of their team based on what they get back. Do they get a stew of young guys? Are you trying to look for another Zach LaVine and maybe say, okay, let's get another younger star in here. Let's try to push on with Tyler Hero.
Because right now they're 12-10, they're a 5th seed.
So they're in the thick of it.
But the East is just so bad. But you don't have to worry about the West. You have to just worry about the East. The West is not your problem. You worry about that in the finals if you get there.
Right.
So they could for sure make another move to get somebody for Jimmy for sure. I mean, depending on where they trade him.
Yeah.
Like Rockets got pieces. That's what I'm saying. Like the Rockets they got pieces over there.
Yeah.
And I think that like Dylan Brooks is always a piece. He can go anywhere. Get rid of him. You know what I mean? They have a lot of those kind of guys. Isn't Eric Gordon over there, or is he?
Eric's in Philly.
He all over the place now, bro.
Yeah.
Every last 5-6 years, he's been on a new team every year. I feel like.
But I think he following Daryl Morey from the Houston days.
Fair.
Because Daryl Morey gonna be like, hey, just chuck him up.
Hey, I got some money for you. I got some money for you. Yeah. I respect that. Fair play. Hey, you gotta go where the money is, man.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at it.
Ain't gonna get your shots. They don't,
You don't get your shots, especially on that terrible ass team. Hey, speaking of them, they're 7-15 now. They climbing. They're almost a 10 seed.
Wait. What does that get them? What is that? 10?
They're 7-15 right now. The 10 seeds 10-15, so 3 games back.
Wow. 5
and they're 3-7 in their last 10. They ain't even playing well.
Yeah,
they're gonna make the playoffs regardless because the East is that bad.
Yeah,
because Chicago gonna fall off.
That's gonna be if Joel gets healthy at the end. That's gonna be a sucky matchup in the play-in for somebody.
Sure is. Because I think Chicago about to trade Lonzo somewhere.
Yeah, Lonzo.
I hope they put him in Charlotte with his brother for the season.
I like that.
Because they both not gonna make no playoff runs. Let's have a show for a season.
Yeah,
and we'll figure it out next year. But
say we did it. Say we did it.
Yeah, just say we did it. Like those are like two brothers who are nice. Like both top 3 picks. Like that would be crazy.
And their games complement each other.
Very much so.
Melo would be like, hey, you take the guy on defense. You take my matchup on defense. I'll run the offense.
I'll run the one. Yeah, let me do my thing. But that could be a good one. That could be a good one.
Yeah,
that could be a good one. All right, man. We're going to halftime. We'll see y'all in a
second. All right.
Four quarters pod. Back from half. All right, little college basketball, little news. So our boy AJ, I'm gonna butcher this last name. DeBonsta?
DeBonsta, yeah.
Yeah,
that's
right. AJ was at a Utah prep school, number 1 player in the country at Utah prep.
Right.
I'm not sure what the school actually called, but it was a prep school in Utah. He's committed to BYU. From what I've heard, the NIL deal he's getting is around $7 million,
I saw
which
that.
is
That's where we're going.
I'd be in Salt Lake City as well for $7 million.
I'm going Mormon.
I'd be out there right there with you,
going,
brother.
I'm going Mormon, man.
At 18, yeah.
They still Christian. They still Christian.
What? I'd be out there chilling.
Yeah.
But yeah, he went to BYU. People are very surprised about it, but now that knowing that he went to the Utah prep school, it makes complete sense. I mean,
right.
They're gonna keep him around. He's legit, boy.
Yeah, he's cold.
He is legit.
He played actually up at Inglewood High a few weeks ago. Yeah, against J2.
Oh, yeah.
He put on the show, man. He put on the show. I think he probably had like 37, 40. Yeah,
he's like 6'9".
6'8", 6'9", long.
Yeah, he's lanky. He reminds me of like a Tracy McGrady type with his game, like a true scorer.
That's what he compared himself to. He compared him. He said he had mixed of T-Mac and Shea.
That's a great mix.
Yeah,
that's a nasty mix.
Yeah,
because Shea is so shifty, and Tracy McGrady was just a bucket.
And that's gonna be interesting. Is he gonna be more wing, or is he gonna be one of these guys that we see like a Luka, where they just throw him at guard? Throw him at the one, let him bring the ball up, and
I think it doesn't hurt to start him off at guard to get his feet wet early. You're gonna be in elite shape off the rip because you have to be
see them pick and roll coverages, see what they throw at you.
Coverages, just get used to handling the ball a little bit because in the league, if he's gonna be that guy, he's gonna handle the ball a little bit. Yeah. He's gonna be the one, but KD brings the ball up. He handles. You know what I mean? Like
Cade Cunningham. Cade Cunningham's a good comp.
Love Cade Cunningham's game. He's an all-star this year. Speaking of him,
he's hooping.
He's an all-star. Yeah, he's been hooping. But yeah, AJ is a problem, bro. I already think he's better than Cooper Flag. He's just a better prospect to me.
I agree with that.
I think Cooper Flag is a better role player in the NBA. Like I think Cooper Flag's more along the lines of like Aaron Gordon.
Yeah.
Than more of like
glue. He's more glue to me.
Yes, I mean exactly. Yeah. He's more glue to me.
AJ is more give him the ball late clock.
Yeah, let him get a bucket.
Yeah.
Like Cooper don't got the moves like that.
And AJ more athletic.
He can make shots in spots. Yeah, he is more athletic. But I don't think Cooper's game doesn't flow like that. He catches the finishes, tip jams, layups. You know what I mean? Cuts to the basket. All that kind of stuff.
He's playing basketball a little more. And he's not. I don't think he's as athletic as we kind of like were advertised.
Yeah. I do think he's going to be a better pro than he will be in college just because there's more space.
Yeah.
He's one of those guys like you saw him in the USA stuff. He looked way better because there's just space out there.
He'll have some 20, 21, 22 a game years.
Yeah, he has. He could be. He's gonna be very good. I'm not saying he's gonna be. He'll be a 20-point plus scorer a game.
Yeah,
I don't know about for his career, but he'll have some seasons for sure. 20.
He'll have some seasons. Yeah, I think so.
For sure, some seasons for 20 plus.
Maybe
where he goes too.
Yes, depending on what they think of him, what they want him to do.
Because I can see him in Orlando with them boys over there looking just fine.
I like that fit, and I think he'll play more of a Duke game there because like we got Paolo, we got Franz. I need you to kind of be short dive game, spread short the ball
corner, out. Dunker spot, like all that kind of stuff.
But let's say he goes to maybe Charlotte, they might say we need you to be. We need you to help LaMelo out. LaMelo actually might not even play. He might only play 50 games. So we need you. Fit's huge.
Yeah. It's huge. It's all about where you go. Where you go is a big part of how your career
expectations. Let me ask you this. With the with AJ committing to BYU, do you think we're gonna see the college landscape open up more with recruiting? We're seeing a lot of kids transfer.
I think it's already happened. I think right now this year is the most even college basketball has been in like the last 3-4 years. For sure. But in the last couple of years, you had UConn, who was like the favorite with all the players they had. It's evened out. It's evened out. Like now, especially because you got Calipari. He's not at Kentucky no more. So the Kentucky pipeline that's kind of just changed a little bit. It's not as dominant as it used to be. Coach K gone. That's not as dominant as it used to be. Like them big name coaches leaving opens it up for other schools because now that Coach K called me. I'm going to go see what Coach K talking about. I don't care what anybody got to say. It's Coach K. Bill Self call me. I'm gonna see what Bill Self got. What he gonna say? Certain coaches you listen to, like Roy Williams, he gone. Different level. UNC. So like those coaches leaving have for sure opened it up a little bit. And the NIL money. I mean, just people are if you ain't paying, you ain't playing. It's just that simple. Like
I don't know if I'm seeing this trend correctly, but I want to keep an eye on the Utah, Colorado, those areas. I think that those areas are starting to become more attractive to athletes a little bit. I think they always kind of were low key.
Mm-hmm.
Like you go there to rehab and things like that. But like now I think guys are seeing like, it's not that bad of living. We kind of saw it a little bit.
I
Us
love
going to
Colorado.
Zona.
Love Colorado.
Yeah.
Great spot. Great spot. You get the altitude. You get.
I'm kind of noticing a little bit of trend, like guys kind of like changing their perception on those areas a little bit now. Like,
I mean, yeah, bro, it's expensive to live in these fucking cities now, bro.
Yeah,
it's not.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if you're coming from, if you're someone coming from nothing, you don't want to go live in LA off the rip if you don't have to. Like, you can go make a little, live just as nice in a small town in Colorado or Arizona and be doing just as much as you be doing in LA, and you'll be more focused because they ain't many distractions. And I think that's a big thing too.
That $7 million is gonna go far in Utah.
Yeah, a lot farther than we'll go in Los Angeles or Miami. Like that's 100%.
Let's say you go to SC. It's Saturday night and the team talking about let's go to Bootsy's or
let's go to Nobu for no reason. You do that in LA for no because it's available. It's at your disposal. But Utah, he gonna be in the gym way more than he gonna be out at dinner. I'll tell you that because it's Utah. Ain't much to do. Right. You know what I mean? So like, I think that's a good call for him. He's already there now. He's kind of already used to that lifestyle. So like, why change it up? It's gotten me this far. Let's see. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, type of thing.
I think
he's gonna be a problem.
I think it's funny the school he was at too is just called Utah Prep.
It's Utah Prep.
Utah Prep. So that might be the BYU pipeline. Like
it sounds like it. It sounds like it. Next time I hear someone goes Utah Prep, hey, he's going to BYU. Got it. Cool. Now we know. But yeah, man, he's gonna be a problem. I like his game a lot. He's their top 3 pick already before he set foot in college. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be very college basketball next year is gonna be good. I mean, it's good right now, but with him in college, yeah, we got.
When's the last time anybody's been excited to watch BYU basketball? Right.
I didn't know who Jimmy Butler was until I saw him play a couple times. Then I was watching, but not preseason.
Well, since then,
not preseason. Like I'm tuned in for BYU games for sure next year because he's that guy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. All right, I got a question for you. This is a random one.
Okay.
Can you name the top 10 scorers in the NBA right now?
But points per game?
You got to give me the points, just the players.
Right, but it's by points per game, right?
Points per game, yeah. You don't have to give it to me. Give it to me in the order. So like, let's say you want to say like, I'm gonna give you an example. Like you said Kobe, right? Give me the list. You think he's on the number? You think he's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1?
I think Jokic is 1 right now.
Close.
Giannis
is 1. Okay.
Jokic is 2.
Yep.
Shea is 3.
No, close though.
LaMelo.
Yeah, which is insane.
LaMelo's 3.
LaMelo's 3. You got Shea at 4. Okay.
Shea's at 4. Who's 5? Is it AD?
This is where it gets tricky because now we're talking about like 28.7, 28.2, 27.5. Like you know what I'm saying? Like we're throwing by point percentages.
It's not AD at 5.
AD is not in the top 5. No, he is in the bottom 5. He's in the top 10, but not in the bottom 5 of the top 10.
Okay, so we rounded out the top 5 at the 5th is it Luka?
Yes, sir.
Is Luka at 5?
First off, pretty good start for off the rip. You got like you missed by like a spot or 2. Killing it. All right, so now we got 6 through 10.
6 through 10. 6, I'm gonna put. You said AD's in the bottom 5.
No, he's in the 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He's in this. Next list.
Is it AD?
Close.
So, who's ahead of AD?
AD's farther down.
Okay. So who's at 6? Is it Franz?
No, he ain't hooping like that.
Okay, all right. I thought Franz was probably at 27 or something.
He hooping like that, he be in the MVP conversation.
Yeah. I said Luka, right?
It's a guy who's a known guy, champion.
Oh,
their team is one of the best teams in the league.
Really?
As soon as I tell you this, you'll be like, oh, of course.
Say that again.
As soon as I tell you who it is, you'll be like, oh, okay, I know who that is. Yeah, you be like, that makes sense. Yeah, just one.
It ain't. It ain't
Tatum.
Kyrie.
It's Tatum.
Oh, Jay Tate. You know what?
Forgettable.
That guy.
I know.
He goes into obscurity a little bit, man.
Hey,
I see Deuce more than Jason sometimes. I'm just saying.
Fair. But it's funny because we say all that, and the man averaging 28. He ain't playing bad.
Yeah, that's crazy. Because of the way their team is constructed, you would think he don't need to.
Never allowed 28.
He don't need to. You would think he don't need to average 28.
He doesn't, right? And he just does because he's that good.
D White getting 20 over here. JB might have went off for 24 over here.
Yeah.
Al Horford might have sprinkled in 14, 15.
They're
wow.
They're so stacked.
That's crazy.
I know. I was surprised. So I was like, damn, he's top 6.
That's actually mad respect to Jay Tate, because that tells me that on a Detroit or a Charlotte,
he get 35.
Yeah.
Because like he's taking good shots. Clearly, he's not overshooting. He's taking the ones he gets. He's making them because he's 28.
He defers a lot for a guy that's averaging 28. He defers a lot.
He does.
Yeah.
All right. So Tatum is 6. You had 80 before that. 80 is 7.
80's at 7.
So we got 8, 9, 10.
8, 9, 10. Wow, that's tough.
It's tough. When you get to this point, it gets real tough.
Sorry.
You're good.
Is Harden in there?
I think 8 is surprising.
Not Harden.
No. I think he was like 12 or 13, I think, though. Or something like that. He was up there. No, not Harden.
8.
8's surprising. I was surprised. Especially because of how bad their team is playing this year.
They're playing bad.
Like we thought they'd be better.
Maxey?
No. Other conference. Go to the West.
In the West? D Fox.
Yes, sir. D Fox. 26.4.
Yeah.
And then we got 9. You had to get this one. We love this guy. Shout out Mizo.
Ant.
Yes, sir. They both average 26.4.
Which,
and then at
having some slow starts, so I think that'll pick up.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And then 10, which I thought was, I would say surprising, but kind of back to normal form. Giannis' teammate Dame.
Okay, and that's probably happened in the last couple weeks or so.
6, 7, 8 games.
Yeah.
I would say.
What does he have? What's his average?
So I'll give you the whole list. We got Giannis at 32 at 1, at 32.5. Jokic at 32.3 at 2. LaMelo at 31.1 at 3. Shay's 4 at 29.8. Luka 28.7 at 5. 28.2 for Jason Tatum at 6. 27.5 for AD. 26.4 for De'Aaron Fox. Same as for Ant at 9. And 25.7 for Dame at 10.
Wow.
Interesting. I'm sure that probably changed from tonight. I don't know if this includes tonight's game, but whatever.
That's a light 26 for Dame, boy. I tell you,
it's a light 26, isn't it? he averaged 33 that one season. Remember in that one year.
And
so it just shows you go on a team that's not as good. You put the ball in the basket if you need to.
There will be no shortage of scoring or shots.
Man,
when NBA teams
you're right. If Tatum was anywhere else, he'd be averaging 33.
That's amazing. 28 on that team is amazing.
It's pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. We're heading to the fourth quarter. We'll be back in a second.
Fourth quarter.
Fourth quarter, winning time. Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back.
In the fourth quarter.
Fourth quarter. All right. We got a Would You Rather segment, or one of our favorites. So it's Would You Rather LaMelo Ball edition. Okay? So would you rather take LaMelo or the other player I'm going to name? Okay. LaMelo Ball or Shai Gilgeous?
I'm going to go Shai.
Going Shai. Okay.
I'm going Shai. I think I get a little.
Can't fight that one. Can't fight that one.
Little more on the defensive end, a little more steady.
Yeah. All right. LaMelo or D Fox?
Wow.
It's a tough one.
Wow.
We just talked about this point scoring. Melo's 3, Fox is 8.
Yeah.
It's personal preference.
I'm gonna go LaMelo. I like bigger guards.
You have always said that.
Yeah, D Fox is a little more that's heady, speedy type.
Yeah.
He's not little, but
Right, but like compared to he's not 6'7".
LaMelo, yeah,
He's not 6'7".
yeah, yeah. Little
Okay.
more range, better shooter.
Better shooter for sure. Better
Yeah,
shooter.
yeah.
Okay. So all right, how about LaMelo Ball or Damian Lillard?
I'm gonna go same. I'm gonna. Are we talking right now? We talking right now? Right now?
Right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with LaMelo. I'm gonna go with
Yep.
LaMelo.
Like
Same
that.
thing, bigger guard.
Yeah.
And actually, in a sense, probably a little better defender than Dame.
Yeah, I say so.
You know, longer, active.
Yeah, good call. Jalen Brunson or LaMelo Ball.
Wow,
This is a real tough one.
That's tough.
It's a real tough
because
one.
if I stay on my trend of big guards, right, I gotta go LaMelo.
LaMelo, you got to, right? But you love Brunson.
But wild card, because Brunson about 6'1",
but a dog.
But plays 6'6".
Yeah, facts.
Very rare when we see a guy at that size get to his midi game, float game, pull up, late game too. Consistently, late game. I'm gonna go Brunson.
Okay.
Just what he's done too in the last few years with New York as the solidified guy for the Knicks.
Yeah.
We never, we always wait on that. We always clamor for that. I'm gonna go Brunson.
I just think that LaMelo was a top 3 pick. He's supposed to be, one of the
got you.
Jalen Brunson was not supposed to be this good. No one saw this coming.
And quiet as kept, that last little playoff run he had when Luka was hurt in Dallas.
He showed flashes. He showed flashes.
He started, yeah.
He showed flashes for sure.
Yeah.
All right. LaMelo Ball or Kyrie?
I'm going Kyrie.
Kyrie it is.
I'm going Kyrie, man.
Okay. I ain't saying nothing about that.
Kyrie is just, I think, I was just thinking of this randomly too, maybe a couple of days ago. What are we going to do with Kyrie in the pantheon of great point guards?
Man, I don't know.
He's going to be a tough one to rank.
He is.
He's got the ring, but he does so many things at an elite level that what we think of like top guards that they don't do at his level.
Right.
CP don't handle like that.
No.
Or finish
like that. No.
Isaiah Thomas, you name him, J Kidd. I love J Kidd, So what are we gonna do with Kyrie Irving?
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
I don't know. He's a tough one to grade.
And I'm sure for the league too, based on past discrepancies. They don't know what to do with him.
It don't help.
Yeah.
Definitely don't help. Damn, that's a great question. We'll have to come back to that one.
Yeah, let's say that. Let's say that for a segment. But
say that for a different day.
And maybe audience, let us know what do you do with Kyrie Irving? Where's Kyrie in your pantheon of great guards?
Yeah. Is he your top 5? Your top 10? Yeah. Like it's tough. There's some great guards in this league, boy.
Man.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, we'll come back to that one. It's a great question.
Yeah.
Okay. Next we got LaMelo Ball or Tyrese Maxey.
I'm gonna go LaMelo.
LaMelo it is.
I'm gonna go LaMelo. Yeah, I'm gonna go LaMelo there. I like Maxey. I think LaMelo's a little more dynamic.
Yeah.
I think Maxey, you can he's such a point guard to the point of like pass versus score. You can kind of like gear him towards one or the other.
Mm-hmm.
Where LaMelo's kind of like, nah, I'm going off. I'm gonna get my 40.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my bucket. I'm gonna get my shots.
Yeah.
Cade Cunningham, LaMelo Ball. Now we're going to a little PG combo.
That's tough.
This is tough. Now I will say this. I know for a fact people have been watching Cade Cunningham. I know he's on Detroit. Nobody watches Detroit basketball unless you live in Detroit. I get that. Tune in. The dude is phenomenal.
It's funny. This the big guard bowl, right? I think Cade's a little heftier.
Yeah, I think he is too. I think he's a little more under control. His game. LaMelo's game is a little wild, which makes him LaMelo. Like he playing street ball, which makes him hard to guard because you know what he's gonna do. But Cade's more fundamentally sound. He's like Cade Cunningham to me is like closer to Devin Booker, fundamental wise.
Yeah,
2-foot stops,
the midi game,
fades.
Yeah,
LaMelo shooting one-legged threes, runners. Like he's doing all kind of wild shit because he's so talented.
Yeah, I use a lot of Detroit right now this year on 2K.
They're good.
They're good. They got a
They have a team.
Yeah, they're a tier 3
2K
team.
roster.
Yeah, but they got a good 2K team. That's tough.
Especially with Hardaway over there now too, off the bench.
I'm a go LaMelo right now.
Okay.
Let me get a full slate of Cade of him kind of making Detroit a little more watchable in a sense.
I think he's doing that. He's making that case right now.
Right now. Yeah.
He's doing that right now because there's 10 and 15, which is better than they've been in the last 5 years.
They might have doubled their win total.
Exactly. So right now they're tied for the 9 seed.
Wow.
In the East. They've never even sniffed the playoffs before.
All right, Cade.
So, because one thing I will say about LaMelo, even though I love him, he's a little injury prone.
Yeah.
And we got to figure that out.
Not the most available.
Not availability is a skill.
A skill. Yeah.
It's something that you have to take into account.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, I think LaMelo can get his health better. It might be a Ball family thing. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because both brothers seem to have little injury issues.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Detroit better start getting those wheels clicking a little soon before Cade starts looking.
Because you forget about these things too. Like Cade already got one max deal, but these guys are so young; they don't get another contract, and he'll be 28, 27.
Yeah,
like, he'll be probably just getting his prime.
Yeah.
So you better figure it out because he'll be up out of there.
Yeah,
in a hurry. I'm sure you want to get out of there now. It's Detroit.
He didn't been through three coaches,
three coaches, losing seasons, like nothing to even look forward to.
Historically bad.
Man.
Yeah.
Okay. Last 3.
Okay.
LaMelo Ball, Donovan Mitchell.
I'm going D Mitch.
Yep.
I'm going
Smart
D Mitch.
Man. I'm going
D Mitch. Cold. Almost to your point about Cade, very under control. Can man both guard spots very well.
One thing about Mitch that people don't know too, he made the playoffs every year in his career.
Yeah.
And
wow.
He's averaged 25 in the playoffs.
Wow.
So he's a problem.
Yeah.
He's an issue.
More of a trend I think we need to see more too. Go get some of those sophomores and juniors and seniors out of college, man.
Yes.
You know, because they're hitting at a high rate, low key. Yes. If you really pay attention and get over the age stuff, like those guys are gonna hit more logically.
Of course, you're gonna get your 18, 19-year-olds who are like ready to play right now, like the Jared McCain, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But the Dalton Connects are just more proven. Like they're ready to play now. The Jaime Jaquez says, like all those guys are like, all right, we can put them in the game right now, and they'll make a contribution a little somehow.
He knows
even
what
the Kevon Looney's. Kevon Looney was a 3-4 year guy at UCLA, and he's doing his thing.
He can go get rotation on the championship dynasty, because he's not calling for ISO post ups. You
have a like it's easier said than done because I'm not an NBA player, but like you have to come in knowing your role. Yeah. But it's hard to say when every guy in the NBA, every person on the NBA team at one point was the best player on their team for the longest time until they got to the NBA. They're the best team on the high school team, best team in college. Like that, they're the best. You know what I mean? So like when you get to the NBA, you look around and everybody the best. Right. It's a little different.
I think Zachary Risache said that on the Hawks. He was like,
I'm just a guy out here.
Yeah, he said in France, I'm a freak.
I'm a freak.
In the NBA, I'm like, man,
I'm just another guy out here.
Yeah, he looking at Jalen Johnson like that's Michael Jordan. Like
that's crazy. That's crazy to think about.
Yeah.
Okay, last 2. Zach LaVine, LaMelo Ball.
Wow, that's a great last one because you to your availability point, neither one of them are super available. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go LaMelo, a little more dynamic.
Yeah,
a little more dynamic and better playmaker.
Way better, and I think a better rebounder too.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And then last
probably bigger. Zach more what?
6'4", Zach's probably more 6'5", 6'6". Yeah. And then last one, Trae Young or LaMelo Ball.
I'm going Trae.
Wow.
I'm going Trae.
We love the Trae.
That's a good last one. Now you went with the mini. You went with the small to the smalls, huh?
Small, especially because he's an assist machine. He's literally assisted the last 2 seasons.
He just knows how to play.
He just does. He now someone need to get out of Atlanta. He need to get out of Atlanta.
Hey, I would love him on the Lakers.
Desperately.
Yeah, I would love him on the Lakers.
Me too. Him and dude be insane.
He's in that mode, and we saw it at Oklahoma. Wasn't he a upperclassman?
No, he was a freshman.
He was a freshman? Okay.
He averaged 30 and 10 his freshman year. That's why he was so good.
Yeah. So he's a guy
that led the nation in points and assists that year.
Yes. And translated right over, still giving you 25 and 12 years in the league, right?
Right.
He's a guy that I see. You give him the ball, you'll get into a good action every time, just because how much stress he puts on the defense.
Yeah.
He can get under guys. He can,
shoot from deep.
He's slashing, but he's not. It's not like he's dunking in there and doing. But he's slashing. He's getting in the teeth of the defense. So, high IQ, and just put so much stress on your defense.
So much stress on your defense.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite players to watch for sure.
Same.
Okay. We got. Would you rather edition part 2? You ready?
So,
Peyton Pritchard edition. Okay.
A little more
of a bench role. A little more of a bench, 6-man type of role.
Okay.
I also think Peyton Pritchard can start on a lot of teams as well. Like he's on a team with like an embarrassment amount of riches. They got Drew Holiday and Derek White. He'd start one of those weren't there. You know what I mean?
Right.
So some of the guys I have are starters on their other teams, but they're kind of comparable to him. Other than all like the points and shit, they're all very similar. All right, here we go. Peyton Pritchard edition. Would you rather Peyton Pritchard or Malik Monk?
I'm going Malik Monk.
Okay.
I'm going Malik Monk. I think just more, Peyton's got a bag.
Kind of bag.
For sure. He can play, but I think Malik a little more dynamic. And little we've seen him more in that lead bench role. Like Malik's had games where it's like he's coming off the bench, but he was the go-to guy for that night. He had 40.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Malik.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Malik.
RJ Barrett or Peyton Pritchard?
I'm gonna go Pritchard.
Okay, going Peyton.
I'm gonna go Pritchard. RJ still got another. I think he was a little more advertised, a little more heralded coming in than we've seen yet.
I think he's doing a lot better in Toronto now because he's back home.
He is back home, right.
He's playing a lot better.
Didn't really live up to top billing, top pick with the Knicks.
I never saw like the hype. He was always good, but I didn't see like the superstar thing that everyone saw.
He's not a 1 to me.
No,
I don't get how he came in as a 1. He
had 2 at best.
3.
Really a 3, but he a small
3.
3
and hopefully you're knocking down that shot. That's gonna help a lot.
He's on the smaller side of a 3 because he's like 6'7".
Okay.
So he would like to play the 2 if he could, but he's definitely more of a
3. I'll go Pritchard there.
Okay. Anthony Simons, Peyton Pritchard.
That's good. I'm gonna go Simons though.
People don't watch him enough. He's tough.
He's tough. Very dynamic.
He's on a bad team right now, but he good, boy.
Yeah.
Peyton Pritchard or Jalen Suggs?
Wow.
I think Peyton Pritchard is one of those guys and go on Orlando and start right now.
That's a good one.
Jalen Suggs is both ways though. You get defense way more.
Yeah, I think
not just offense, you get defense too.
I think that's why I'm gonna lean Suggs just because he's in that mode. Like you can put him on a lot of premier scores.
Yeah.
Defensively.
Yeah.
That's
a good point. Jordan Poole, Peyton Pritchard. I throw it in.
Hey. We was talking about this. Jordan Poole.
Hey, boy.
Listen. Yeah, hey, anybody, if you're listening to this, go watch the tape. The Wizards and Nuggets tape.
Go watch that tape.
Jordan Poole got some shit, boy. I didn't know he had all of that.
Bruh.
Like that.
I knew he had a bag when he was in the Golden State. And I thought his bag would just expand more when he got to Washington. But it's tough that he's a number 1 option now, so he's getting double team more. They're running the offense to stop him, so it's a little different. Yeah. But now it's second year kind of in that, so he's kind of getting used to like being the guy.
Yeah.
When he's rolling, he's baby Steph Curry, boy. When he's rolling, he's he's scary.
Maybe we'll get some of it clipped on here, but
I'll throw some clips in there.
Yeah, that shit man,
nasty.
Hey,
woo!
I'm gonna go in that point. I'm gonna go Poole over Pritchard. Just because that finals run is big for a player, man. When you are a contributing piece, on a championship team, that he got paid for that. That's what he got paid for. Yeah. So I'm gonna go Poole because I don't
My
think
damn dog.
Pritchard. I don't think Pritchard getting in that bag like against Denver. How that boy just did.
Not like that.
That was
Pritchard
kind
gotta
of
get that
crazy.
game, but not like that.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy.
Okay, so next I got Fred VanVleet, Peyton Pritchard. I
That's
think
good.
Fred was a little overvalued after that championship.
Little bit.
He's good.
He's more in Houston because of that run, like a veteran locker room.
Mm-hmm.
But he's not gonna go get you 20 a night.
No, not nightly. He can every now and then get you a 30 ball or something, but like it's not what he does.
Peyton's
great
a
defender,
little
though. Good defender.
Yeah, Peyton's a little heftier.
Yeah, taller.
I would say. Yeah, I might go Peyton there.
Okay.
I might go Peyton there.
Austin Reeves, Peyton Pritchard.
I'm gonna go Reeves. Okay. I'm gonna go Reeves. I'm gonna go Laker homer on it.
Fair.
But I think he's had some good moments too. Again, we talk about postseason runs.
Listen, Reeves for being undrafted has sold his career. He's done way more than what I thought his career would be. So everything now is icing on the cake.
Yeah.
So yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Colin Sexton or Peyton Pritchard.
Oh, that's tough. I'ma actually go Pritchard.
Okay.
Reason being, I think if Colin Sexton kind of lived up more to the billing, I don't think there's a reason why he shouldn't be in Cleveland right now.
Fair.
Coming off the bench, reserve guard, that would be good. I just think the scoring kind of leaves a little bit because he does expend a lot of energy on the defensive end and kind of just like running around and stuff.
Yeah, he's a real.
So it's gonna be hard to shoot jumpers. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to shoot. Like, yeah. So, I'll go Pritchard there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Last two. Kobe White, Peyton Pritchard.
I'm gonna go Pritchard again. I'll go Pritchard again. I think Kobe's a little streaky for me.
Very streaky. I thought
he's
he'd be a lot better as well.
He's a little better. He's a little better because he did it at UNC. So he's a little better, like on the ball.
Yes.
Lead guard.
He's a scoring lead guard. He's not
combo
a pass kind of guy. He's more of the Tyrese Maxey-esque than like a Trae Young. You know what I mean?
Right. And to your point, the way I was thinking about this when you set it up, I'm like, what if I replace this guy with Pritchard on Boston? Right. So if I put Kobe on Boston, that'll be a tough fit for him. It's kind of be like, there's not a lot of room for you to dance, bro. Drew, we ain't even letting Drew do that, bro. So
you're right.
Yeah,
you're right. That'd be a tough role for him.
Yeah, you know.
That's what makes Peyton Pritchard so good. He can spot up and shoot and get off the dribble.
Yeah.
He don't have to do one. He can do both, which is nice. Because some people can do one or the other.
He's really mastering. What he's mastering to me right now is, especially on a championship team, when you have those lulls and those spells of like, not even lulls, but just spells of hey, we're up 12. Let's see if we can get our starters some rest. Let's see if we can find something, some rest here. Find something new, a wrinkle. He's perfect for that as your backup point guard.
Yeah, facts.
You know.
All right, last one. Dennis Schroeder, Peyton Pritchard.
I'm gonna go Dennis.
I'm gonna go Dennis. He's having a season right now.
Yeah, I think two-way, end to end, still one of the better options. Especially when you start talking about like press guards, like pick up guards in the end, and then on the other end, get down the court, get a layup, floater, and one.
Do a little bit of everything.
And we talked about it a few episodes ago. That's a premier role right now in the league, and you know I think he's got a lot of trade value right now.
A lot of these guys do right now.
Yeah,
that lead guard, little guard, pick up full court.
Yep.
We said last year in the playoffs, it's gonna be high demand. It's gonna be the same thing again this year.
Yep.
But shit, man, that's our would you rather, who would you picking segment. Went a little 20 minutes. That was perfect.
Yep.
All right, y'all. We're gonna wrap it up on that one right there. We got a 2K one for y'all next week. That's gonna be great.
Okay.
But we'll save it for next week. You know what I'm saying? Right. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. 4 Quarters Podcast. We appreciate y'all for hanging out with us.
4 Quarters Pod
on YouTube. Subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. Notification bell, so you know when we're posting more stuff. TikTok. Hit the follow button. Like button. comment in the videos as well. We love to debate with y'all in the comments. Someone said in the YouTube comments the other day that Anthony Edwards is clearly better than Ja. I said, how? He didn't give me a response. So I said, I don't know what you're talking about. Because I don't know about clearly is just a baffling statement to say. Clearly? No.
That's more like you watch 2 TNT games a year.
Yeah, like you watch a little bit of highlights here and there. You watch starting 5 or something, and now you know basketball. Relax. But we appreciate y'all for tuning in with us, checking us out. We're gonna keep this thing going, and hopefully have some guests coming up down the pipeline. Just scheduling, you know how shit goes.
Yeah, holidays and whatnot.
Yeah, especially right now with holidays coming up, it's pretty tough. But we're gonna keep trying to give the episodes out for y'all, and we appreciate y'all for tuning in and hanging out with us. I'm Jake. That's your boy B Red.
We'll
catch y'all on the next one, y'all.
All right, 4 quarters.
Peace. 4 quarters.
All right.